Hi, I'm Kendra on it.
And I'm Gia Ferrari, and you're watching the Boulet Brothers Dragula Titans Episode 1, BOUview! Mama!
So first and foremost, we want to thank all of you guys for tuning in to the Meet the Titans.
Girl, our Meet the Titans BOUview has the most views we've ever had in any of our videos, almost 30K as of the filming of this video. And honestly, we appreciate all of you. All the fans, old and new. I recognize all of the old fans. And the new ones, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts.
We love the haters.
Girl, every single one of them. But 5 years ago, when we came up with this concept of, you know what, let's just review Dragula, I never thought that we'd be right here. Still doing it.
Good work.
Okay.
So we are fresh off the blood red carpet premiere. Did you have fun?
Girl, I had a blast. Honestly, I felt like a little C-list celebrity myself.
Very much so.
I feel
for
like
you.
I'm like unofficially part of the Dragula family because
everybody knew who you were.
Girl,
everyone knew who you were.
I walked in, I didn't have to introduce myself. They were just like, hey Gia, finally, like nice to finally meet you. And I was like, little old me.
Even like the producers of the show knew who you were.
Girl, so who knows? Maybe I'll be on a future season. We'll see. Cast me, please. Please just cast me. Oh my god.
So we got first dibs on the episode, and it was like not a two-parter. I kept trying to explain to everybody that it wasn't gonna be 2 episodes, and I mean, David, our producer, kept telling me, no, it's gonna be 2 episodes, and I'm like, no, it's not 2 episodes. I'm like, who are you gonna believe? Me, that was on the fucking season, or Reddit?
It was a jumbo-sized episode, so an hour and a half, and it was an hour and a half of pure
holding my piss.
Gold.
The first competitor in the Boudoir is my sis, Miss Coco Caine. So, what did you think about her entrance look?
I thought it was quintessential Coco. I mean, she came out of the coffin like a little fucking slut. And she got the titties, she got the ass. She's always looking on point. Teta. I want to milk that teta.
Yeah, tetas, culo, everything was right from head to toe.
But I love that Coco always embraces that just hooker aesthetic.
Yes, she definitely knows her brand.
Yes, and she does it very well. She looked incredible.
Incredible.
So next out of the coffin is Miss Melissa Befierce, the Queen of LA, the Queen of the IE, the Queen of Queens.
Yeah.
What do you think of Melissa's entrance?
I loved Melissa's entrance look. The orange, like kind of sherbety hair.
Oh yeah.
I loved it. I loved it with the horns, the black little leotard. Yeah. I loved it.
I loved that it was simplistic, but it was like, I mean, we've known Melissa for years. So it was quintessential Melissa. She came out and she looked great.
She's always gonna look great.
She was padded.
That's just what it is.
Her makeup was on point. Her hair was on point. Her outfit was on point. And her talking heads were on point.
Okay, so next out of the coffin is Miss Evah Destruction. And what did you think about her look?
Her entrance look, I thought it was cute. It was a lace bodysuit, but she was exposing her hairiness, which I love. Her hair was good, her makeup was good. I thought she looked great. I
thought it was really cool because there's like spider webs on the mesh bodysuit, and then she had like spider webs or spider legs like coming out of her shoulders. It was cool. It was really cool.
And then next out of the coffin, we have Miss Erika Klash. And what'd you think of her entrance?
I thought it was very reminiscent of her in season 2, and also her promo look. All 3 looks were very similar for me.
Just a little bit. I thought it was a cute look. Yeah, she had mentioned that she was doing a kind of like a homage.
Ceremonious.
Yeah, it was like a ceremonial, like she was brought back in the look she died in or something. I thought it was a cute look. I mean, it was Erika Klash. It was quintessential Erika Klash. She looked cute. Next
out of the coffin, we have Yovska. So what do you think about Yovska's look?
I actually kind of liked it. I didn't really understand what it was. You described it as a toilet bowl. A Teletubby toilet bowl. Which is an iconic line already. I mean,
icon
girl. But I mean, I thought it was Yovska hands down. She comes out as like
kooky,
demented,
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, her aesthetic is like a demented toy. So she's always like a demented, weird, like plushie. And this time she wanted to be a toilet bowl. And you know, I got a shit. So let me sit down and shit in that toilet bowl, and hopefully she's into it.
I mean, it was very well made.
So next up we have Miss Astrud Aurelia coming out of the crypt as a bat.
The bat.
And what you think of this Miss Astrud the Bat?
I loved it. It was literally her look that she died in for the Nosferatu beach party, but she elevated it and she made it like she was like a vampire bat kind of thing. And I really liked that.
I thought it was a really cute look. I loved her prosthetic worked really well. Her bat ears were cute. I thought she looked great.
So next we have Hoso Toma.
Hoso Toma.
And what'd you think about Hoso's look?
I thought she looked great. This was like quintessential Hoso, coming out looking like
Hoso.
Yeah, like Hoso. She looked great.
Like a little goblin with a little.
I mean, I thought she looked amazing. This was exactly that. That's what she was.
I love that.
She looked great. So next up we have Miss Abhora coming out as
Watermelon Andrea.
coming out as a pageant queen. And what you think of Miss Pageant herself?
I liked it. I actually helped her win this pageant.
Oh. Wow.
And what I love about Abhora is the saturation of color that she gets on her face.
Girl.
I love Abhora's makeup.
Her makeup's always on point.
You know, this look was cool.
I mean, she's a pageant queen, but demented, and you know, you swipe her down the alley and fuck her up, and she's a pageant queen. Work, mama.
Next out of the coffin is the star, the legend, the icon. Never before seen, magnanimous, the icon of the season, most memed, Kendra Onixxx.
Miss Kendra
Oh wait, that's me.
That's you.
So what did you think about her look?
Shit, it was caca. It was dookie. It was caca. No, I really loved your look. You came out and you looked like Kendra Onixxx. I feel like your color is mint.
Yeah, that's my favorite color.
And you came out looking like a Bratz doll kind of. I thought you looked really good.
That's what I was going for. I was going for Bratz doll, Monster High. I like Monster High dolls and I like Bratz dolls. Who doesn't? So that's what I was going for. The jacket was inspired by Never Been Kissed by Josie Grossi. If you guys know that, I'm sure you don't.
I
don't. You don't know any movie beyond
shit. Jumanji 1995.
Jumanji. But yeah, that's what I was going for, and I loved it. Body was thick.
This hair is on point too.
Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, come on.
I made my own hair. Period. Don't play me. Right. So I give my look 8 thumbs up. And so do you!
And finally, we have Miss Victoria Elizabeth Black coming out this coffin, the final competitor, the 10th one of the season.
Yes.
What do you think of her look?
When I tell you this look was it was gorgeous from head to toe. And I love her talking head hair. It's so cute. Her little, I don't know, horns, or if you will, I don't know.
They're like little curls, but
they're so cute.
She looked cute. This outfit, it was really good. She came out, and I love that immediately everybody was like, oh, fuck, like, she's here. Because they know she's a threat.
She's a threat. She's a great competitor.
And yeah, she's amazing. So, round out the season. Round up the cast. She looks great. I fucking love her. And I fucking love it.
Oh, you're allowed to say that now. We're best friends now.
Friends forever.
Friends forever. Hands touch.
Eyes meet. Sudden silence.
Okay, so they bring us to the stage to greet us to the competition. And when I tell you, it was straight up fear, because we didn't know what was going on at all. Mm-hmm. Like, every reaction is real, you know what I mean? And then they told us there was gonna be no eliminations. We're all, oh, okay, cute, we got this, yes, work, bitch. But then they said, oh, but the Fright fees are gonna determine if you're gonna be in the competition or not.
Yeah, so basically, from what I understood is, someone's gonna go home.
Absolutely.
And then before each floor show, you're gonna have a Fright fee. And if you don't participate or complete, your ass goes home before you even present that week's floor show.
Yes.
And the previous bitch that just got sent to Oblivion gets resent back to non-Oblivion and takes your place.
Which is great. She gets resurrected.
Yeah.
And back on the competition.
I was like, I'm like that. I thought that was
cool.
That was a cool twist.
It sounds cool now. Look, as I'm sitting here now, it sounds cool. But when I heard it, I was like, ain't nobody coming back. The fuck.
Yeah, once you go home, you go home.
Home. Oblivion. I never heard anybody come back on Olivia. Have you?
But yeah, when I heard that twist, I was like, oh, they come.
Yes, they don't call it Dragula for nothing.
Dragula.
When I tell you this is just one of the first twists of the season.
So that brings us to our very first fright feat, which is bobbing for apples.
Bobbing for apples.
In a bucket full of blood.
And entrails. And literally entrails.
Girl, freaking pig heads and fish heads and...
Well, in my bucket I had brains. I had a brain. I had a whole ass brain in my bucket. I had guts in my bucket.
Ooh,
and like miscellaneous other organs. And I'm not an organ eater at all. Like, I eat the outside of the animal, and that's it. You know what I mean?
I have Menudrio, but other than that, yeah, I, figure it out. But, girl, how was that shit getting your head in that bucket?
It was, first of all, I didn't want to get my wig.
Yeah, girl, you immediately pulled it off.
So I took her off,
so you took her off because you don't want to fuck her up, but then your apples were like...
yeah, they went right on the... I didn't realize they were going right on the wig. But for me, I have a really short torso. I'm like all legs and arms. So I couldn't reach to the bottom of the bucket. So it was really hard for me.
Yeah, I saw there was a moment where like your leg was up in the air.
I was trying to get some leverage from somewhere.
It was a good first fright feat.
It was horrible.
I'm excited to see.
You say good, I say horrible.
It was good for us, the viewers. But I'm excited to see like what the other fright feats are. But so at the end of the fright feat, we're like,
my makeup was still stamped.
Your makeup was. Everybody else was like.
My makeup was still stamped. Period.
But there was like confusion about who was the winner. Was it Astrud? Was it Melissa?
What I will say is I heard, because Melissa was like, I think one bucket away from me. I heard Melissa say, oh, I got it. And then Astrud jumped up and was like, but I definitely heard Melissa say she got it first. Because you had to get 8 apples. There was 8 apples in the bucket.
Yeah. And Astrud,
I got 6. I wasn't that far behind.
Yeah, and Astrud, so I guess she announced it first.
Yes.
So she started to pick, we'll get into it in a bit, but like the challenge stuff. I fucking loved when the producer just came out.
That was Casey. That was Casey.
Casey, the producer, came out with a little paper and was, let me just drop this here. And they're like, oh, what's this? What's tea? And they open it and it's like, Melissa was the real winner. They checked the tapes.
And for you guys viewing it, it seems like, oh, this is fake. But no, there was literally a real discrepancy because I heard Melissa say it first. Melissa felt like she said it first. Astrud jumped up and said it first. So they literally like reviewed the tapes. Like we had to wait for them to review the tapes. That wasn't like production, oh, let's make it juicy. That was real, Yeah,
it was like in soccer when they were like, let me find out if this is a penalty or not. I watch soccer sometimes.
Soccer?
Football? Las Chivas.
Americano? No, that's regular football. El fútbol. So Astrud wins the fright feat and she starts assigning roles for
the Halloween house party floor show. Well, basically the challenge is that you have to do like a classic Halloween costume trope.
Classic Halloween tropes. Yeah. Like devil, Frankenstein, bat, mummy.
Ghost, whatever is a classic Halloween trope, you do it. And it was gonna be like a lip sync and choreo, and so Astrud for winning.
So obviously the Nightmare Girls, we wanted to be together, which is me, Koco, and Melissa. And Astrud's, divvying out the roles, and then Erika says, well, I want to be dancing. So there's a discrepancy there. So that was like the first, And then Koco opted out, which bothered me. Don't be opting out of shit. So then it was supposedly gonna be me, Erika, and Melissa.
Okay.
Casey walks on in.
Here's the paper. Melissa's the real winner.
And Melissa cut that shit right in the bud. She said, no. We're the Nightmare Girls. So Melissa starts to divvy out the spots. And then she tells Erika, even though she knows, which was so fucking good. She knows Erika was like, I don't want to be at the TV because the TV is just sitting down. She's like, you're going to be at the TV sitting down.
God, fucking Melissa. Melissa's a shady bitch.
I loved it. It was great. It was real. I loved it. We all loved it. So it's myself, Koco, and Melissa. Astrud's the host. Then it is the Pumpkins, which is
Yovska and Victoria Black.
Then it was the
Ouijies, and it was Evah and
Miss Hoso.
And then we got the bitches watching TV, which was Miss
Erika and Abhora.
And Abhora Nithya herself.
Right after the Fright feed, we go back and we start discussing things, and then Yovska feels the need to say that
oh my God,
that everybody thought she was gonna be top 3. She decides to call me basic, even though we left on the same episode and we're on the same show together. So I had to eat her up.
And you, motherfucking, the iconic read of the episode called her a Teletubby. No, first you said you look like a moon with the toilet. And then you called her a Teletubby toilet bowl. And then the funniest part to me was when you were like, bloop, 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 flush it, bloop, 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 girl, iconic.
I mean, I guess it's iconic, but I mean, I know a lot of people feel like we're forcing drama. However, it's like, if you've never been backstage in a drag room, all this happens backstage. Let's be real. It just so happened that there's cameras there and we're being filmed. But she still looks like a toilet bowl.
So then once everything's assigned, you guys split off to like rehearse, but really there ain't no rehearsing being done.
At all.
Girl, so y'all were just catching up, and
then, you know, the Nightmare Girls, we pull Astrud over because, I mean, she's not doing shit. She's the host. So we ask her what's the tea between her, Abhora, and Hoso.
Girl, there's complicated little pentagram going on.
It's, like I said on the show, it's very confusing for me because I didn't know any of this. You know, I stay in my own lane. I do my own thing, book 6 nights a week. I don't have time for all this.
Girl, yeah, it was a lot. It was, like you said, it was like Abhora loves Hoso, Hoso doesn't love Abhora, but then Hoso loves Astrud, but then it's like so confusing, and I'm just like, interesting. And then also while you guys are like preparing your looks, Melissa goes up to you and it's like, what's the tea with you and Victoria? Go talk to her right now.
I know. I was like, oh, me and Victoria, you know, we'll talk, blah, blah, blah. But Melissa wanted us to talk now.
She's all doing it.
She wanted to add her into the alliance of the BOUview. I mean, at the end of the day, we squashed our shit and we are in it to win it.
Y'all cool now?
We're good.
Y'all cool now.
That's like I could call Victoria up right now and be like, sis, let's go eat lunch.
At 2 a.m. Let's go eat lunch at 2 a.m.
So let's go ahead and get to the Floorshow. This time around, they filmed it kind of like a music video that you were in the house and we were having a real house party. So first, they introduced Melissa as the vampire. What'd you think about her look?
Melissa Befierce's vampire look, I thought was cute. But for me, it was just cute. Like, I liked her makeup. Her hair was great. But it looked like just like a dress-up shirt that she tucked into some panties and then added some wings. And it was just, I think it could have been more elevated. It wasn't, I mean, it was fine. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just cute.
I loved Melissa's look.
Okay.
I did. She had like a full prosthetic, which is something that she didn't do on the first season, which she wanted to incorporate prosthesis this season. And her wings opened up to like 6 feet apart. They were fully stoned. And I like the kind of gender bend of her outfit. It was very like masculine at the top and then very feminine at the bottom. I loved it.
I thought it was a cute look. It wasn't, for me, it wasn't anything spectacular. I've seen what Melissa can do. I've known her for thousands of years, so I thought I'm gonna give it 1 thumb up.
I give it 2.
So next up we have Miss Hoso Terra Toma as a pirate. And what'd you think of Miss Pirate here?
I thought it was very intricate, very Hoso, but at first glance, I didn't get pirate.
I very agree with you. If it wouldn't have said the pirate at the bottom, it would have taken me a minute to figure out, oh, okay, I see it. I see the, the sunken ship on her head and, all of the details. I think...
The freaking cage with the parrot, the hat, the pirate hat, the cook. I got it once I, looked at it, but at first glance, I didn't see pirate.
Yeah, same here. I love Hoso. I love what she does. But I felt that this look could have used a little bit of, editing just to kind of make it a little more, oh, she's a pirate right from the jump.
I give this look 2 thumbs up. Like, the artistry in this, the amount of work she put in this, it has to be 2 thumbs.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 1.5 thumbs, only because it would have taken me a minute to figure out exactly what it was.
Okay. So next we have Yovska as the pumpkin. And what do you think about her look?
Well, first of all, she was Pumpkinhead 1. And I thought this was a cute look. I like that she looked... I thought she looked, like I said earlier, Yovska's looks are always very, demented toys, demented stuffed animals. And so she definitely hit her aesthetic. I love her plush pumpkin
cones.
Titties.
What I will say about Yovska is she loves her tetas. Always got tetas. And she not only gave us 1 pumpkin, she gave us 3.
3 pumpkins. And I thought she looked she looked great. She really did.
100%. Everything was stoned, everything was handmade. This is 2 thumbs up for me.
2 thumbs up for me. Also as well, too. So next up we have Miss Erika Klash as the Bat. And what do you think of the Bat?
I liked Erika's look.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me say that again. I liked Erika's look. I just feel like it could have been a little better. You know what I mean? Evah said it best. It was a onesie with wings on it.
It really was. I thought this was a cute look. But earlier in the episode, we had already seen Astrud as the Bat, and I liked Astrud more. I liked her Bat more.
Honestly, Astrud's entrance look as the Bat was a little better than this one.
Yeah, and Erika, I feel maybe if she would have, instead of having to be a full bodysuit, maybe a leotard with some boot covers or something.
No leotard, mama.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find ways. It's just, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was
cool.
It was fine. But it did, like you said, it did feel like a PJ onesie.
It was cute.
That she added some wings to. But it just, it was there. I'm gonna give this look 1 thumb up for me.
Same 1. Can you see my thumb? Boom, 1 thumb up. So next we have Evah Destruction. And what do you think about her devil look?
I fucking love this. When she came out and she had her trench coat, she looked very classy, very elegant, she looked stunning. And then she took it off to reveal this slutty and hairy, and I had a weird boner. It was,
oh wow.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorites.
I thought Evah's look was so good because it was very classic with the dress. And mind you, I told Evah that I want that belt. And it was a spiked belt with the little skull as a brooch. And she took it off and it was a flesh freaking corset. It was great. This was great. However, I don't have enough forehead to put the little horns on. Ooh. I don't. I have a 3 head. So if I wear horns, I have to have my hair pushed back. So I loved it. I loved it from head to toe.
Yeah, she looked just elegant and polished, and the cigarette holder thing with the 3, everything.
The pitchfork cigarette holder.
Yeah, it was on point. I give this 2 thumbs.
Oh, 2 thumbs. 2 thumbs for me too. And the makeup. The makeup was so good. So good.
Definitely one of my favorites of the night. Mama, on tonight! So then we have Miss Koco herself as the Momia herself. What'd you think of Koco as the mummy?
I liked Koco's look. I thought it was very quintessential Koco. Slutty, party, fun. I mean, she did a line in the bathroom. Come on. What more do you want?
I thought it was an okay look. I agreed with the Boulets that it was just missing details. It was very clearly a mummy, a hooker mummy, and I love that. But it was just, you know, it was a fine look. At a club, this would have been like, yes, bitch. But here, it was just like, work.
I loved it. You can't really see in the edit, but like she made like a whole mouth like prosthetic where it was like teeth everywhere. You can't, for some reason they didn't show that, but I give it 2.
I'm gonna do 1. Just
That's
one.
my nightmare girl.
It's
2.
my 1 thumb.
I love you, bitch. Okay, next we have Pumpkinhead number 2, Miss Victoria Elizabeth Black, and what'd you think about her?
I fucking lived for this look. Her prosthetic, her attention to details. I love that when she took that wig off and revealed like the slime with the real pumpkin teeth that she said. Beautiful. And then the skirt, she also had that like the insides of the pumpkin with more pumpkin seeds. And I fucking love pumpkin seeds. I eat those shit like friggin'.
Oh, I love pumpkin.
Yeah.
Do you spit out the seeds or do you like eat the whole thing?
I eat a whole with shell and everything.
Same.
Girl, she looked
fiber.
So good. And I love that her like pumpkin head, like it wasn't just makeup. Like it was her. She was the pumpkin head.
I love that she could emote through the pumpkin head. Like when I tell you from head to toe, this was very, very detailed. Like her legs had pumpkin guts. The skirt had pumpkin guts. The little dress bodice was orange and black, which matched the fucking heels. The hair came off had the little guts inside of it. It was great. This is 2.
2 thumbs. 2 thumbs way all the way up the booty hole. So good, amazing, incredible, magnanimous, never before seen. Another club. Buzz. Next train.
Okay, so next we have Abhora as what she told me, as an alien pretending to be a human, pretending to be an alien. So what'd you think about her look?
Girl, even if she was an alien, this didn't read alien to me at all. I don't know what she was going for, and honestly, like, she was working on something in the boudoir that looked way different to this. She was making like ping pong balls, and she was putting in like reflective eyeballs.
I don't know why the mask didn't make the edit. I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't see her wearing the mask because I was concentrated on me. Let's be real, it's a competition. But what I will say is Abhora's makeup was really good.
I mean, yeah.
Did I know Abhora was an alien?
No.
Absolutely
We had no idea what she was. She could have been anything. She could have said, oh, yeah, I don't know.
She could have been like somebody's grandma at the party making sure everybody's not drinking too much and doing drugs.
Yeah, it was, I mean, the look itself, even like if it wasn't for a challenge, it was just like a black structured dress.
It was green.
Oh, well, I'm blind as fuck. I can't see through this shit. I'm sorry. But it was,
What I will say is everything was well made. Everything was well made.
But it didn't.
Her makeup was great.
It didn't meet the challenge.
I give this one 2 thumbs down.
I'm gonna have to give it 2 thumbs down. I'm sorry, Abhora. We love you here, but.
Oh, I love you.
So next up we have Miss Kendra Onixxx herself as the Frankenstein monster. Let's, instead of what you think of this look, let's explain your thoughts.
Okay, so my inspiration for this look was very classic Frankenstein, like a cartoony kind of Frankenstein when he's green, but I wanted to also do patchwork. So like showing that he's sewed together by different people. But my main inspiration was Grace Jones when I went into this. Very Grace Jones with her broad shoulders and her classic Afro flat top. And I mean, I just wanted to bring that to life.
I thought it was, I definitely saw that. I definitely saw the Grace Jones.
Here we go.
I feel, as your friend and as a BOUview artiste that I am.
Keep it real here.
We keep it real. Just because she's my sis doesn't mean I'm gonna praise her always. I feel it just could have been a lot bigger. I feel you said you had like the broad shoulders. I feel they could have been broader. I feel instead of this fabric, maybe you could have done like a wet look leather.
A what?
Like that wet look kind of leather looking fabric instead of this. I just felt this.
So the fake latex? Okay.
Yes. I just felt like this.
Instead of real leather, okay.
I feel like, I don't know, this just looked a little muted for me. Or added something just to make it bigger, to make it a little draggier, maybe a little more taken in the middle. I thought it's not a bad look. I just feel it could have been greater.
Definitely not a bad look.
It could have been a lot greater, but I definitely got the Grace Jones reference, and the Frankenstein reference, and your performance.
You could go with all those people on Twitter.
Oh, I'll go. I will go. I will like every single one.
Well, I give this look 2 thumbs up, cause it's mine.
I'm gonna do a 1.5 for my sis.
A 1.5. If you went into the party and you looked at everybody, you'd be like, oh, that is definitely Frankenstein, correct?
I would have.
Okay, so that was the challenge.
Okay, that was the challenge, but I just feel we're on Dragula Titans. It could have been bigger.
So you would have done what?
It could have been bigger. A 1.5. One up your booty hole and one up your cooter.
Calm down. So next we have Astrud, and she was the creature for the Black Lagoon. So what did you think about Astrud's look?
I actually really like this look from the waist up. Cause I think like this, it just, the work that she put into it was incredible. But I feel just looking at the bottom, it was just like some pants. That's it. With some like, but from here on up, the details were incredible. She said she used like Thai rice paper and toothpicks, and I'm like, okay.
Liquid latex. Like, I thought Astrud knocked this out of the park. It was, honestly, yeah. Like in person, you could see the artistry in this, like all the stones, the good stones.
Ooh.
The ones from Bohemian.
The Charosky ones.
Like they were, this was great. I'm just gonna be honest. It was so good.
And her performance also, she was very like...
Very campy.
Yeah, very campy, just funny. She was having a good time. And, I mean, she was by herself, so she had the biggest challenge. And she pulled through it. And honestly, like, I feel like if it wasn't Victoria as the winner, spoiler alert, Victoria wins, I think that she could have definitely taken it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I give this look 2 thumbs up.
Despite my small changes that I would have done, I also give it 2 thumbs up.
But I got a 1.5. So let's go ahead and go to Judgement. So, in your opinion, who do you think are the top 3?
I definitely think that it was Miss Victoria Black as Buckhead 2. And Evah Destruction's look was incredible, absolutely magnanimous. And Miss Astrud Aurelia as the creature from the Black Lagoon. They got it right. It was on point.
Did they? No, just playing. Yeah, I agree. And then so safe was myself, Hoso,
Melissa,
and Yovska. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I think Yovska definitely could have also been in the top. Like if one of the other ones were not there, but they were there.
Well,
they were there. So Yovska just got put into the safe. But Yovska's look was really good for me also. But yeah, y'all were safe, and I agree. Safe.
And then the bottom 3 are
Miss Koco Caine, Miss Erika Klash, and Abhora herself.
And do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're the last ones left, and their looks. I feel like maybe Koco could have also been safe, but you know, there's
just the bottom 2.
There's got yeah, but they wanted a bottom 3, so there's Koco there too.
Okay, I agree. After Judgment, they announced the twist. Another twist this episode.
Twist after
that
twist.
We get to vote for whoever is gonna be in the bottom 2.
Survivor style. I thought Jeff Probst was about to come out and be like, it is time to vote. And I was like, oh my God, like y'all. And
that's exactly how we felt.
It wasn't even like, okay, you can vote for literally whoever.
Anyone. It wasn't just voting for the bottom 2. So, how would you have voted?
I would have voted for who was truly in the bottom.
Okay.
And I would have voted for Abhora. I would have said Abhora.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna write your name. Abhora. Right there, Abhora.
Absolutely.
So then we go into the cauldron where you guys are discussing how you guys are gonna vote.
Yes.
And right away you're like, I'm voting for Abhora. You suck.
Well, yes, because it was... Abhora was just so self-deprecating, and and not only self-deprecating, but like putting everyone else in the room down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said on the show, Erika pled her case, didn't put anyone down. Koco pled her case, didn't put anyone down. But when it came to Abhora, and I love Abhora, and you know this, but it was just like, oh, I thought I was gonna do better than everyone else. I thought I was gonna skate by, and you know, it's just like, oh, the show is gonna suffer if I go home. It's like, no, girl, it's not. We're all stars. You know what I mean?
That was a little off-putting, but I mean, y'all ended up voting.
We absolutely did, and I voted for Abhora.
And
I'll let you know.
Let's talk about this fucking quill. That like
I had never used a quill in my life.
Girl,
there was a quick tutorial to use a quill.
Oh my god. It was like barely getting any ink and y'all were struggling, and the funniest was Koco.
It was weird. Well, Koco's nails were like this long.
The Koco's nails were longer than the pen itself.
They were like this long.
That was, oh my god, that was such good TV when she was struggling with that fucking pen.
And that was real. Like, it was a real, like, Koco's nails were long. When I say like 8 inches.
Ooh, fuck yeah. But, yeah, it was, I mean, everybody voted for who they voted for. And then we go back to the main stage. And we find out that the bottom 2 that you guys elected were Miss Abhora
and Erika Klash.
And Erika Klash.
Do you agree with that?
Honestly, I feel like the bottom was just Abhora. I feel like both Koco and Erika, who were up for the bottoms, were just there by default. Their looks were cute. They weren't great, but they were cute. Abhora was the only one that completely missed the mark and was like, huh?
Yeah, it's like we were playing baseball and she was playing tennis.
Girl, yeah, it was.
You know?
But yeah, so they were both in the bottom. Y'all voted for them.
And then they had to ascend the stairs
into the gallows of something. And
when I tell you our reactions, this was the first time we ever saw like the stairs, and they had to walk up there, and nobody knew what was coming.
Oh my god, yeah.
At all. They didn't say, oh, there's gonna be like a trapdoor to oblivion. No one knew that. And when Abhora dropped, I was like,
y'all were gagged. I thought it was so funny. You and Koco were laughing, and it was just like, what is happening?
Okay, let me correct you. I was still gagged. Koco was laughing and looking at me. I'm like, girl, come on. Somebody just went to oblivion. But then in the confessional, I don't remember laughing like that, because that was a guttural laugh. It was really
yeah, girl, it was just funny. Yeah, it was funny.
It was a great laugh. I'm not sure what I was laughing at. Probably Abhora dropped it.
Girl, honestly. But that is, I mean, that was...
drag entity, all of drag, just as everyone on Reddit, it's part of her plan. She's gonna resurrect.
But she fell. She's
gone.
She into oblivion.
Bye, mama.
She went back to death.
She gone. I didn't go home first, so fuck y'all.
Honestly, like, I think it's a shocker that Abhora, who is a strong competitor...
Okay, was it a shocker because she was going into it? Was it a shocker, or was it a shocker after you watched the show?
No, before the episode started. If you would have told me that Abhora was being sent into this pit hole of death, I would have been like,
it's oblivion. Not the pit hole of death.
I would have been like, Abhora, no, there's no way.
So who did you think was gonna go home?
You.
First?
I thought it was gonna be you. Oh. I just feel like Abhora came in and she's
Abhora.
She has her looks and she has a unique aesthetic, but it just proves to show that in Titans, anything can happen.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Anything. And Abhora is gone. Bad girl, oblivion, but we never know actually, because someone might not do a Fright feat next week.
True, someone might not do a Fright feat next week.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Abhora herself.
Shaquante, Watermelon, Andrea, Shuta, Shanakwa, Bokiata.
We do love you, Abhora. You know we love you so much.
And Oblivion!
You guys are always welcome. You are always welcome to come here. These fucking glasses!
You don't need them. You can see.
You're always welcome to come here and BOUview with us if you ever elect to, Miss Abhora.
So that was the episode. What did you think about the episode? The super packed episode.
This was such a good premiere of many drag shows that I've seen throughout the years. This premiere was everything. Fuck these glasses. This premiere was just, it was so good. It had drama, it had talent, it had gagaroonies.
Talent.
It had dropping into a pit of oblivion. It was just, I'm really excited.
It was great. In my opinion, I feel like this is the best content from the Dragula franchise
it's
so far.
So good, and I'm really excited to see what the rest of this season has in motherfucking store.
And I'm still here.
And you're still here.
Because I'm a Titan. So that was the episode. So what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with us? Do you guys disagree with us? You're more than welcome to disagree with us, but don't shade nobody because
never shade.
I read comments and I have time.
And we will block your ass if you start shading anybody. You can always critique. But no.
And I mean, it's just like the Boulet said, if you have negative things to say to any of the competitors on the show that you don't know, you're not really a fan of Dragula.
Yeah.
Because we don't stand for that.
But otherwise, leave your comments down below. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, do what you gotta do.
Hit the bell.
Do whatever you gotta do. And
we'll see you next week.
And make sure you guys follow us on our socials, which will be right here. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll see you guys next week for episode 2. Boulet Brothers Dragula Titan.
Titans.
Bye. Do you have a like